A little less of the light in the background.
Say hi, girls.
Hi!
Anyway, Mr. Gier asked us to, he gave us 3 questions we got to answer. First question, what's something I've learned from the class?
Well, in this class, we learned a lot about, basically shapes.
How to find the volume and the surface area of a lot of different shapes.
The surface area.
The surface area and volume of a lot of 3D shapes.
Learn about a lot of different shapes, how to try to find the volume and surface area.
The differences between spatial relations and how we can use geometric shapes to help us build things. And it helped me a lot in drafting, because I do drafting too, architectural drafting. Yeah, stop, sweetie.
Find the surface area.
Nay, stop.
The volume and the surface area of other shapes, like everything else shape you could think of.
And you learn a lot in this class.
I've learned several things, including trigonometry. Really isn't as hard as it sounds. It just sounds really confusing. And ask questions, it's really not. Circles, which you did not learn in kindergarten.
How to find volumes of spheres, prisms, and trapezoidal prisms, and everything like that.
This year I've learned the, what's that dude?
Theorems like the Pythagorean theorem and Euler's theorem.
The Euler theory. Do I have to explain it?
This year, I learned that math is a precise language, and you have to make sure you fully understand the problem before doing it.
The SOHCAHTOA things and the slope formula and how to find the surface area of so many different shapes. It's almost confusing. And then the volume of all those shapes. And then, I don't know, there's just a lot. And like the distance formula, you learn that too. And you learn midpoint formula. And there's just so many different things, like triangles.
Pi, that's a big one.
3.14.
3.1415957. And what else?
Bronson. You learn a lot about triangles too.
You learn triangles. And you pretty much do triangles the entire year. Because without a triangle, you can't do everything else. So just learn it real good.
Geometry about yourself.
Oh, I learned also that I don't concentrate when it comes to math class. I don't know, math bores me, I guess.
I learned that you must pay attention in order to succeed in geometry. And if you do not pay attention, you will fail.
And one of the things that I learned that I'll probably remember for the rest of my high school career are all the formulas. Probably had at least 5 before first quarter was over. So you're going to have them throughout any math class you take. So just start committing as many as you can to memory. It's really, a lot of them make a lot of sense. And he posts them on the wall, so it makes life a lot easier.
How to work with others and how to help others, and also geometry, but also life lessons.
Probably paid attention more and turned my homework in on time, because I always sat by the wrong people and didn't do my homework or wouldn't pay attention in class. So then when I tried taking my homework home, it didn't happen. I'd always have to the next morning ask Mr. Gier for help, and he'd basically have to reteach me the whole thing. It wasn't a good choice to make, but it's a choice that I made, and I'm hoping that you guys don't make the same.
I wish I would have studied more for my tests.
I wish I would have actually done more of the assignments, because C+ is a rather not acceptable grade.
I wish I would pay more attention and not slept as much as I did, because I slept a lot.
Pay more attention, turn my homework in, and not sleep.
I wish I wouldn't have slept so much in class.
Just not sleep so much, do my work so I won't be behind.
I wish I wouldn't have slept as much. Yeah, that's probably it.
Actually do the homework and studying for tests instead of waiting till the last minute and guessing on my homework.
I wish that I had been more organized and turned my homework in on time.
Something that I wish I had done differently was that most of the time when Mr. Gier was explaining the things I have to do was that I pay attention. Half the time I was normally reading a book, I did the assignment after he handed it to us.
I probably wish I would have attended more class more often. That's probably what I would have done differently.
I do wish I would have been more organized, and I shouldn't have waited until the last minute to do my homework. Like, I didn't do it until like I got to class the next day.
I wish I had paid attention and turned in all my homework on time, because if I would have, then I would have an A, or possibly even more than that.
Try to not miss as many days as I did, because it sucks trying to do all the homework and trying to catch up. So you shouldn't do that.
I wish and I would have more paid attention more this year in this class, and I would have done my work so at the end of the semester I wouldn't have to catch up every time and have to do late work to get my grade up.
And taking notes instead of just sitting there talking.
I wish I would have did my homework and got good grades on tests.
Yeah, tests. But this class is easy if you just pay attention.
Yep.
And one tip that I'll give you new students starting next year is to not sleep in class and do your work.
And if I pay attention, I do learn stuff. It's just I gotta pay attention.
Just try to do your assignments, because you normally get an A anyway, and most of them are really easy.
And try to pay attention to everything so that you don't have to try to catch up later when it's harder and you're on a new unit. And just try to keep your grade up.
You get more homework in the fourth quarter than any other quarter.
Do not, I repeat, do not procrastinate.
What does that mean?
It means don't shirk off. Don't ignore it and put it off till the last second.
Oh.
Otherwise, those zeros will build up and up and up and up and up.
Okay.
And poof, quarter comes around like, why do I have an F? Of course, I turned everything in at last minute, and it kind of made Mr. Gier mad. He don't like doing that stuff at last minute. Especially on assignments that are long overdue.
Would be ready for work. It's easy, but it takes a lot of practice and hard work and determination.
Guys, don't sleep, because once you get behind at the end, it's a lot harder and more stressful to get all your work turned in so you can pass.
One tip I would give you guys is to pay attention and try, because it's harder to fail than it is to pass. So, it's really not that hard.
Don't miss any days. It's a lot easier just to get it done in class and not have any homework.
Make sure you really do pay attention in class, because if you don't pay attention, you will fall behind. And make sure you sit up front close enough to where you can hear Mr. Gier. And what else? Make sure you turn in all homework in on time and just do your hardest on the tests, because they're not hard as you think as long as you pay attention.
3 things you need to know about this class is you need to pay attention, shut up, and do your work, and be nice to Mr. Gier. That's 4. I'm sorry.
Be nice to Mr. Gier, and he'll be nice to you back. We've learned that in our class.
So just enjoy yourself, and hope you enjoy your geometry class.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that good?